This is where we assigned Jen a movie to watch over the weekend because before she had come to Kick, she had seen very few movies for whatever reason.
And so anytime someone would make some kind of a movie reference, I would have no idea what they were talking about.
Is it getting any better?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, you made the Monty Python reference this morning about the zombie bunnies, and I got it.
You knew what we were talking about.
Because I've seen the movie. I'm being rehabilitated very slowly, but it's happening.
Up until that point, she would just go into a dark room and bang her head against the wall. And we hated that behavior.
So what am I watching this weekend?
This weekend, we are going to assign you the Quentin Tarantino classic, Kill Bill. Actually, there's two of these movies, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to have to do Volume 1 this weekend. We'll do Volume 2 next weekend. Help us get through the dog days of summer with a hot movie. This is a 2003 American martial arts action film written and directed by him that stars Uma Thurman as the bride.
Isn't she wearing like the yellow jumpsuit in this? Okay.
Iconic. There's a lot of iconic things came from these movie series.
Got it.
She is a former assassin who wakes up from a coma 4 years after her jealous ex-lover, Bill, played by David Carradine, attempts to murder her on her wedding day.
Whoa.
Yep. So fueled by an insatiable desire for revenge, she vows to get even with every person who contributed to the loss of her unborn child, her entire wedding party, and 4 years of her life.
So hence Kill Bill.
Yeah. After devising a hit list, the bride sets off on her quest, enduring unspeakable injury and unscrupulous enemies. So this was all inspired by the 1970s exploitation films.
I don't know what those are, but okay.
Blaxploitation, sexploitation, and they would do all these, I'm thinking like Shaft, that was one of the exploitation. They would exploit certain genres.
I don't know what Shaft is either.
Okay.
I don't know what any of this means, but okay.
You see the ongoing challenge that is my existence with Jim Fox.
I'm trying my best.
One of the strangest parts of the movie is an anime sequence that happens right in the middle of it.
Cool.
That was done by Production IG. Volume 1 is the first of the two films that was made in one single production. They were originally set for a single release, but it was decided that at over 4 hours, it was too long.
Wow.
So it was divided in two. That meant he didn't have to cut scenes. So Volume 2 was released 6 months after the first one. And unfortunately, in spite of the ridiculous amounts that you shell out each month on your streaming platforms, you're still going to have to pay additional money to watch this on any of the movie streaming services. How dumb is that?
Very. So what's it rated?
Dumb. It is rated R.
Okay,
yeah,
I kind of figured.
Yeah, it's very, very violent movies. It's Quentin Tarantino.
Right,
I mean, come on.
As soon as you said that, I was like, oh, this is going to be gory, I'm sure.
So you go watch that this weekend, and then you can come back and give us your rating on it on Monday.
For Jen's Movie Rehab.
Jen's Movie Rehab.
So this past weekend, I watched Kill Bill Volume 1.
From Quentin Tarantino, yeah.
Yeah. This movie had a lot of spraying blood. That was one of the biggest things I took away from it. I feel like every other scene, there was blood spraying from some part of somebody.
Well, he's got a quota, Quentin Tarantino has a quota he has to fill in his movies.
I thought No Country for Old Men was brutal. It had nothing on Kill Bill.
Yeah.
I mean, holy cow, that was a walk in the park compared to Kill Bill. Kill Bill was just blood, 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 and more blood.
Cut off body parts.
Oh, yeah. And it wasn't like he was even discreet about it.
No.
It was right there in your face, and you got to see everything.
Yeah, it is very, very violent. So what'd you think of the story, though?
The story was okay. I was really confused, to be honest with you, because it's out of order, really, because it starts out with her, and you assume she's getting murdered in the beginning, and then it jumps to her and Vivica Fox's character, and then you go back in time, and you get to hear about the story with her and O-Ren. One of my favorite things about this movie, though, was the styles in which Quentin Tarantino moves throughout the movie. So sometimes it's kind of just silhouettes going, and sometimes they're cartoons, and sometimes it's in black and white, which I thought was really different and interesting.
I kind of got the feeling it was a director with ADD, and he gets really bored with this, so he goes on to something else. And he gets really bored with that, so he goes on to something else.
I told my brother that I was watching this movie last night, and he got so excited. He's like, I'm going to watch it right now, too. And so when I finished the movie, he texted me shortly after, and he's like, what'd you think about it? And I go, I think Quentin Tarantino took a lot of artistic liberties. A lot, which he does. And it's not a bad movie. It's just not a movie that I would voluntarily ever watch. I mean, it's way too bloody. I don't like that. If you like, kind of kung fu and fighting movies, if you like action movies, I think this could be hugely appealing for sure. So for me, And I feel like I'm going to get a little roasted for this one. I got to give it a 7.
7? No,
It just didn't do
generous.
it for me.
That's generous,
Oh.
I think.
You say that, but my brother was so bummed. I was like, it was just okay. And he was like, what? I love the movie. What are you talking about?
Right? So now, and that's the way most Quentin Tarantino fans would be over that. They'd be like, are you kidding me? It's his opus, his greatest work ever. So now you don't know the end of the story yet.
No, I have no idea.
So we got to assign Kill Bill 2 next weekend.
I guess so.
So,
More
but you
spring
gotta
blood.
know
I'm
how.
so excited.
You gotta know how it ends, don't you?
Do I, though?
Don't ya?
I guess.
Okay, so we'll assign her Kill Bill 2 for Jen's Movie Rehab this coming Friday.
On the 4th state's number 1 for country.
Kicks 102.5.